Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us. My name is Christopher Bannon with the National Service here in Slidell, Louisiana, and this is your weekly weather briefing for Thursday, December 17th. Real quick situation overview. We are looking at a light freeze tonight. Temperatures are in those upper 30s, maybe a few locations, possibly dropping down to 29 degrees. Could see several hours of a light freeze across southwest Mississippi and that Pearl River Valley area. Whereas we could see a few hours, 1 to 3 hours, along coastal Mississippi and areas along the I-12 corridor in southeast Louisiana. The next chance for rain in our next frontal system to come through here looks to be this weekend. We'll see showers possibly as early as Saturday afternoon and then throughout Saturday night. May even be a rumble or two of thunder, especially closer to the coast and in the Gulf of Mexico. However, we're not anticipating any severe weather with this event. Rain should kind of come to an end early Sunday, maybe like late morning hours on Sunday. And then what we're watching for next week is a lot of the models are starting to kind of come into agreement with a rather strong cold front mid to late next week. It could provide a pretty chilly Christmas vacation. We should see some showers and maybe even a few thunderstorms along with that cold front. But we're going to keep a close eye on to see how cold we do get with that system next week. So a real quick look at the low temperatures and your wind chills tonight. The forecast lows tonight, as you can see, like around Macomb, looking at right around 29 degrees, and then areas along the I-10-12 corridor ranging just around the freezing mark to slightly above freezing. And as you get further south, around the New Orleans metro area, looking upper 30s to lower 40s, and anywhere along the West Bank, areas like Belchase, and then west of that, near Homa and other areas, you could see lows drop down into the mid-30s. But the biggest concern, of course, is that light freeze that we're looking at across the northern half of our area. So anywhere around the I-12, I-10 corridor north, which includes coastal Mississippi, portions of southeast Louisiana, and especially southwest Mississippi, you could see a few hours of freezing temperatures tonight. The wind chill, which is on the lower right, you can see wind's not going to be very strong. Going to be pretty light winds out there, and that's what's going to help us to cool off tonight. But there will be maybe a light breeze, and that'll make it feel just a little bit cooler across the area. But winds are going to be pretty light across the area, and you combine that with the clear skies that we have and very dry conditions, and it's what we call optimal conditions to really cool off overnight. Looking at this is the hours below freezing map we've created. As you can see, again, right around that I-10-12 corridor across southeast Louisiana, coastal Mississippi, you're looking at about 1 to maybe 3 hours of below freezing temperatures. However, along the Pearl River Valley area, Pearl River drainage area, and especially across southwest Mississippi, we're looking at freezing temperatures possibly as long as 6 hours, so around 3 to 6 hours of a light freeze. Right around 9 o'clock in the morning, just about everybody should be above freezing again. Probably most of the area will be back in the 40s. With that system that we're looking at this weekend, storm total rainfall, really not anticipating a lot. However, models have gotten a little bit heavier with the rain, so we could see widespread 1/2 to 1 inch of rainfall, especially across southeast Louisiana and southwest Mississippi. There could be obviously some isolated areas with higher amounts. Biggest concern would be if we have any thunderstorms, which could drop a good bit of rainfall in a short amount of time. However, we're not anticipating any real impacts, any issues with this system this weekend. Not anticipating any flooding concerns, and definitely not expecting any severe weather with this. And then after the rain comes to an end Sunday, we look to be pretty quiet for the first half of the work week next week. This is your longer range outlook, 6 to 10 day outlook, because we're going to be looking at next week as people start getting out of school, and maybe a few people are traveling, and kind of be prepared for some possibly cooler temperatures, as the probabilities for a below normal temperature look to be greater than we would be above normal. So we're watching that cold front that a lot of the models are trying to indicate come through. Looks like around Thursday time frame. So we'll have to keep a close eye on it to see how cold we can get. But right now, a lot of the indications are we could be below normal for the second half of next week going into Christmas. Your rainfall outlook, right now there's a kind of equal chance of either below normal or above normal. So the cold front that comes through this weekend and then the cold front next weekend, there's no real indication one way or the other if we're going to be dry or wet. So just going to keep a close eye on it, but we're going to keep that a watch on that cold front that comes through late next week and see what our temperatures look like as we go towards the Christmas break. Real quick summary of impacts. Look for a light freeze again tonight for several hours, especially across southwest Mississippi, and then maybe about 1 to 3 hours across coastal Mississippi and in southeast Louisiana along the I-12 corridor. Rain showers this weekend, maybe a few thunderstorms. Those thunderstorms are probably going to be closer to the coast and in the Gulf of Mexico. Not anticipating any severe weather and really not expecting any much in the way of really heavy rainfall. Could see about 1/2 inch to 1 inch widespread across the area. Some isolated areas higher, maybe approaching 2 inches. And then we're going to keep a close eye on this possibility of a strong cold front coming through next Thursday, it looks like right now. There'll obviously be some showers and thunderstorms with the front ahead of the front Wednesday night into Thursday. And we're going to see how cold that air mass is behind it and see how cold we are for the Christmas holiday. Thank you again for joining us. Everybody have a great weekend. If you like this video, go ahead and give us a like. Follow us on all of our social media platforms at Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube. Thank you very much, and everybody have a great weekend.